Hey everyone, Woodstock here, and today we're going to be talking about Creed 2, because god damn it do I love that first Creed movie. I just got home from seeing the movie. I took an Uber home, and I told the guy what I saw, and he asked me what my favorite Rocky movie was. I answered, honestly, the first Creed movie, because it is such a good movie. This movie though, it's a really good movie, but it's not quite that good. Basically, imagine if you took the last half of Rocky 2 and made it like the first 5-10 minutes of this movie. Then you took all of the thematic elements of Rocky 3 and the rest of the movie, but swapped out Clubber Lang for Ivan Drago. And that's basically what this movie is. It's a movie about, on one side, being afraid that you can't, that you just can't. That you can't live up to your own legacy. The fact that you can't defend what you already have. You can't protect what you have. Just like Rocky was after losing to Clubber Lang. He told Adrian in that movie, for the first time in my life, I'm afraid. I didn't have anything to lose before, now I do. But on the flip side, you have Victor and Ivan Drago, who are basically who Rocky was at the start of the first Rocky. You have two men living in poverty, living in a situation where they aren't going to get out of this. They have to fight if they want to make a better life. And what I really like is the fact that they bring up what actually happened with Rocky IV. At the end of that movie, the pride, the Mother Russia, lost to some son of a bitch from Philly. He made the Frankenstein's monster of the Soviet Union look like a chump, look like a fool, look like a little bitch. And you can't just look like a little bitch in front of Russia. It's not at that time. Not during the height of the Soviet Union. Drago lost that match. He lost everything. He lost his home. He lost his wife. No, she's alive. She just walked away and left him with their son, who he basically trained from day one to be every inch the monster he was, just so one day he could pull them out of what happened to him. And he does. He does pull them out. Now, he becomes the monster that Ivan was, but on the actual performances, Michael B. Jordan reminds us all why we love him so goddamn much. Michael, if you're listening, you're a national treasure. Please, please never retire. I know you're a young man right now and you're not thinking about retirement at all, but when you get to be Stallone's age, please, please don't ever leave us. Don't ever leave us, man. Don't ever leave us. And that goes double for you, Tessa. That goes double for you. Do not ever leave us, madam. You are a treasure as well. Stallone, never die. You're a treasure. I love you, man. Dolph Lundgren. That guy is also a treasure. He's a Swedish treasure posing as Russian junk. That's not a comment. That's not a slur again. That's Russia. I'm saying in the movie, the people of Russia view him as junk. They treat him like junk. What else? Boxing in this movie, again, is really great. Although I will say, it just doesn't feel quite as hard-hitting as it did in the first movie. It feels heavier than they did in the old movies, where you could definitely hear the oh, it feels more realistic than that, but they don't feel quite as heavy. But maybe that's because in this movie, Stephen Cable Jr. is not going as crazy with the blood as Ryan was. Because anytime somebody got punched in the first Creed movie, basically, they were losing a pint of blood with each hit.
Conlon lands a shot after the bell, and round one was... There's a perfect right-hand shot by Creed. Yeah, one punch. Young Creed with... Closing seconds of the fight.
There must have been a blood bank nearby because they were losing lots of blood, and yet they were still standing. But speaking of Stephen Cable Jr., the guy did it. He created a worthy sequel to the first Creed movie. He doesn't outdo the first Creed movie, no, but he proves his worth. And hey, WB, you know, you let the first Creed director slip out of your fingers. Maybe. just maybe, you should give this guy another call. Maybe for that Cyborg movie you're kind of dragging your feet on, for the love of God, just make the fucking Cyborg movie already. Okay, enough talk. If I'm gonna give this movie a rating, I'm gonna say 4 out of 5. Maybe a 3.75 out of 5. But honestly, the fan in me, it just doesn't feel alright giving it less than a 4. I mean, there are Rocky movies that are less than a 4, don't get me wrong, but this isn't it. This ain't it. This is definitely worthy of a 4. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Comment if you want more. And, well, have a nice night. Woodstock out. Hi, everyone. Woodstock here again. So I decided I wanted to make a quick announcement at the end of this video. If you've been following the news in the last few weeks, if some of you have been following the news today, you know that Stan Lee passed away earlier this month. Creator of like 90% one of the Marvel comic book characters that you give a shit about. And Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob SquarePants, he passed away today, or he was announced to have passed away today. I already had a couple of videos in mind on the table. I was going to talk about Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, and 300 Rise of an Empire before getting into Aquaman. And I'm still going to do that. That's not going to be one of those things where I promise something and I don't actually do it, like with Apes and the Oceans review. But I want to do, after this video, I want to talk about something that I really appreciate from these guys. I want to talk about the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire and the first SpongeBob movie. The first Tobey Maguire movie, obviously, it's not something Stan Lee had a lot of involvement in. And, like, even back then. And he was just a figurehead for the company. He's just a symbol of everything. And that's okay. But I wanted to just honor Stan Lee in some way, and I want to honor Steven Hillenburg in some way. And I feel like the best way I could personally do that was to talk about something that just made everyone remember why they love their work. So, after this video, it's going to be Spider-Man 2002, SpongeBob movie, 300 Rise of an Empire, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I don't know when these videos are going to come out, but they are going to come out. I promise. So, like I already said, Woodstock out.